everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make a baggy dress with a waistband. So for the width of the dress, I measured from one elbow to another, and for the length, I just took the length of a dress I already liked. Now that same dress I placed on top of my favorite piece of cloth from which I'm going to make the dress. I took that cloth and I cut it in 2 layers, and then I folded those layers. So now in total I have 4 layers on the screen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the armhole of that dress, and then I'm going to double it. And I kind of go in a diagonal over here. This is basically a point that I'm going to use when I'm cutting. So I'm going to remember that point. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting from the corner of the cloth all the way to that point and around it. So I cut out this C sort of shape. And now I'm going to cut all the way around it, leaving lots of extra space. Okay, so now what I do is I'm going to unpin the 2 layers. When I first started working on this, I pinned them up because this cloth is pretty difficult to work with. Okay, now I've separated the front and the back layers from each other, and I'm going to work on each of them individually. So I'm pinning the front neckline to an extra piece of cloth. And now I'm going to hem it so that it looks nice and neat. So make pins, put pins all the way around it, and then just sew where I'm showing you with my finger. There you go, now you have a beautiful neckline. I'm just going to take out the pins and cut out that extra cloth from the middle. I'm also going to do the same thing to the back side. You also want to cut notches in the front neckline and in the back neckline. And now I'm just going to run an extra stitch on top of the hemming that I've done just to put down those little extra pieces of cloth that are stuck there. And now you have the front and the back lines are ready. Okay, now we're going to work on the waistband. So basically what I've done is I'm going to measure down where I want the waistband to go. I'm making a line there. When I find where I want it to be, basically it's up to you. I measured from my shoulder to my natural waistline. That's where I picked it. And I'm going to make a little snippet hole there. And then I'm going to hem that up to make 2 small little circles. So that's where the belt of the dress is going to go. Alright, now I've got that. And I'm going to put the front and back together and stitch where I'm showing you. So the dress is beginning to come together. As you can see, I'm just stitching along the sides of the dress. Okay, now I'm going to make the casing for the belt. So I've taken a 2-inch cloth, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line along my dress where I want that casing to go. And I've just pinned it there all around the dress. For the front part of the dress, I've made sure that the casing goes a bit higher on the sides than the center. And now what I'm going to do, and this is all, by the way, on the wrong side of the dress. Now what I'm going to do is I'm only going to stitch one side. The rest will be worked with later on. Now I'm going to take my actual belt, it's more of a ribbon, and I'm going to start putting it through. Starting from the wrong side, I put one end in, and I bring it out to the front, but not all of it, just a little bit. And then I take the other end and I put it into the other hole. And now I'm going to tie the 2 into a knot at the front so that way they stay in place and I can work with the rest of the ribbon belt. Now I'm going to take the ribbon and I'm going to bring it around and put it where the casing is. I'll bring that casing up over it and I'm going to stitch it down. So as you can see, I'm just bringing that over and now I'm just going to stitch this down. And you'll have this beautiful belt that's going to go great with this type of cloth and this dress. And there you have it, a beautiful baggy dress. It's great for a casual day or a nice beautiful picnic on a summer day. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.